What's good? What's good? This is Stika. This is Stika, the podcast. Hey, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel. I appreciate all the love and support that toda mi gente. And hey, man, let me say one thing to y'all, man. It's been an incredible year. One thing I will say is that in this process, what I've learned is you have to be consistent. Hey, it don't matter how you feel. You're going to have to do this on a day-to-day basis. Sometimes there going to be days where you don't feel like doing it. You're going to feel sick. You feel tired and all that. It don't matter. You have to be consistent. There have been times where I'm like, I'm exhausted. I don't even want to do this. But I know that when I started doing these podcasts, I said to myself, hey, if you want to be one of the best doing it, you have to put product out there every single day for people to actually watch. Because if you get lazy one day, then you're going to get lazy the second day. And then that becomes a week and a month. And I said this before, I've noticed that back in the days when I was doing it, is that I gave myself so much time off. And I said, you know what? It is what it is. I'm going to start it next year. Then the new year comes around and I don't really get down to it. And I'm like, man, I got to quit doing that. So one day I said to myself, hey, man, just go ahead and do it. See what happens. It might not work out the way you want to work out, but just stay consistent with it. And that's what I did. And then the work that I put in is starting to show now, and I appreciate it. And I want to say thank you, but don't forget to subscribe. I appreciate everybody from the good to the bad. I hear it all, man. I hear it all. Though it seems like the more I get more subscribers, the more nasty people want to get. Hey, it's all good, man. You can state your opinion. It doesn't affect me. It ain't gonna bother me because at the end of the day, I'm gonna continue doing me, and that's what it comes down to, right? But let's talk about the specific topic. It's a very sensitive topic to talk about. Being in a toxic relationship. Tekashi 6ix9ine and Yailin, La Más Viral, toxic relationship, man. It's sad to see something like that. And I've always wondered who gets the cameras out? Who's behind all the camera? Is this just entertainment? Like they want to sell us something? Because at some point, you got to ask yourself, what are we doing here? Because it's best just to walk away from a relationship like that. Take it from a person that has experience in that. I've been in a toxic relationship, and y'all let me know if y'all been in a toxic relationship, how did that work out? Drop a comment. I want to hear y'all input on this one. I remember at the time when I was with this person, and I blame myself at times because I felt like I was so young, and because I was young, I thought that that's how you handle relationships, and I want to apologize because I felt like I should have let that relationship go a long time ago because it wasn't getting better. We weren't physical with each other. Look, I'm not the type of guy that needs to put hands on anybody. I'm not Charlo over there bragging about beating up women. Now, that's not what we do here. But I will say verbally, we were very verbal, outspoken people. And yes, we cussed each other out. You know what they say, right? They say hurt people hurt people. So because we came from that environment, I got used to it for so long. But anybody around us that saw us, they already knew. Like if you said the wrong thing, it was gonna go left. I was very hard-headed. I was out there trying to prove something. I was this person that was very negative energy. But it comes with a learning experience too, to know that that's not the type of relationship you need to be in. Watching 6ix9ine and Yailin, it's overwhelming. A lot of people probably don't realize this, and I'm not blaming 6ix9ine for it, but just the type of person that he is, you can't put your finger on it. You can't put your hands on it, because with his baby mama Sada, how did that work out? She goes out there, talks about him putting hands on her. Jade, the same thing. You know, there's footage of her putting hands on him, but you know, something sparked it. Now with this one, the same. But 6ix9ine comes from a background, right? He comes from a background where he was slamming girls, wrestling with them, and doing all kinds of stuff. So it makes you just wonder and think that, hey, this ain't normal. I could understand. No, I can't understand. Why am I even saying that? If this was the first time hearing it, maybe. But we seen this story over and over and over again. At some point, we got to be like, okay, is the homie doing too much? Now, when you get with somebody like Yailin, knowing that Anuel AA was the baby daddy, was the person that was with her, what was your purpose of trying to be with her? That's not love. Y'all both benefit from each other. because now we're going against this high profile artist. I don't know much about I know I probably heard one or two songs, but from my understanding, the guy's a real street dude. Now, the way they fell off is because when 6ix9ine got out, I know I didn't want to do music with him. And y'all know how the story goes. I'm not even going into details, but you got to ask yourself, you walk into this relationship, what do you expect was going to happen? It's not going to work out the way you think it is. It's not a Cinderella story. And I think at times when we look at relationships like that, we get entertained because we're looking at 6ix9ine like about time somebody. But at the end of the day, this is not healthy. It's not helping the situation that you're in as a man that you want to be apparently now. Now, when I think about a homie like 6ix9ine, right? The things that this man's been through and the things that he puts himself in, it makes you question it. Is he doing it for attention? That's what it comes down to. Is it really attention? Because all we seeing is, like we see it all the time, right? We are seeing it right now live that she's doing this, she's doing this, she's doing this, and then he's just an innocent bystander. And it's hard to believe that he's just an innocent person. Now, if it would have been anybody else, maybe it could be a different conversation. But we talking about 6ix9ine here, man. And I'm not saying what Yailin is doing is okay. I don't believe in anybody putting hands on each other. In those kind of relationships, you have to figure a way just to exit that relationship. It's not going to work out. It's never going to be the same. And you have to just man up and just say, hey, you know what? It's time to just close this chapter, move on with my life and keep it moving. Because a woman's supposed to be there to elevate you, believe in you, and just trust you that whatever you do, you're leading the relationship in the right path. And with being with somebody that is physical, cusses, and that's the only way to get their point across, is it really healthy for you? I mean, there's a video where she has a knife. I mean, how far can this go? Somebody's gonna get hurt. And this storyline is not gonna play out like people think it is. And us speaking about it, it brings awareness to relationships that like this, that men should not be involved, women should not be involved in relationships like this. You need to find help. You need help. You got trauma somewhere down the line, something happened to you that you feel it's okay that you could put hands on a man, and vice versa if a guy put hands on a woman. See, I got kids, right? And kids, I got a boy and a girl. They do fight each other. They wrestle, they play around, they might get loud with each other, but I always make it very clear, like, hey, look, you don't put hands on a woman and you don't put hands on a man. That's not what you do. Y'all brothers and sisters, I get it, but don't let nobody ever put hands on you and think it's okay either. If a man hits you, baby girl, that's a problem. Don't think that's okay. And my boy, if a woman hits you, hey man, protect yourself and walk away from that situation. It's hard, it's sensitive, man. It's difficult. It's very difficult. And then for this situation, the way it's going, and 6ix9ine got into this relationship all for the wrong reasons. For all the wrong reasons. For one, he wanted to get into the Latin community. And for all my Latinos, mira, toda mi gente, si conocen a 6ix9ine de veras, si lo conocen, van a saber el tipo de persona que es. No esa persona que ustedes creen que es una buena persona y todo eso, porque todo lo que he enseñado en la comunidad de hip hop ha hecho tantas cosas tan mal que ni se entienden por qué todavía está en el negocio de música. No se entiende ahorita. Porque cuando yo miro a una persona que se porta así, esa persona nunca va a cambiar. No importa que si le das tantas cosas buenas, que todas las cosas buenas que están pasando para él, todavía va a hacer cosas nomás para que se mire bien para él mismo. Las cosas que él está diciendo es para beneficio para él, no para nadie más. And I had to flip it in Spanish because I know there's going to be people speaking about this in Spanish. And it's sad. When I think about 6ix9ine, I keep bringing this up. He does things to benefit him. He's not doing things for anybody else. What is 6ix9ine gonna get out of this? That's what it comes down to. But I don't know the relationship. All I know is that relationship is so toxic, it's time to separate that. It's not gonna work out. Luckily, they don't have a kid together. because it gets worse. Because then, you know, imagine y'all acting like this and y'all have a kid. What do you think a kid is? It's like a sponge. They soak everything up. So what they see, they think that that is normal. And it's crazy because I remember there was one situation that happened when I went to the state fair, right? So it was this two couple, and these two couple were talking to each other, and somewhere down the line, she was like, "I'll knock you out." Like literally said that to the guy. The guy looked at her and was like, "What did you say?" And he literally grabbed her by the throat, just grabbed her. And I looked at her, I was like, at that specific moment, he dropped his hand because he saw that I made eye contact with him. But I couldn't get myself enough courage to involve myself in that because it's not my business. It's not my business. I always said to myself, mind your own business. I don't know what the relationship's like, and I hope that it's not like that, but it's a hard situation for a person to be in right in the middle of it, right? Because what if he did it jokingly? He was just joking, and I'm over here taking it serious, or vice versa. I take it serious, and then we gotta throw down. And his chick, let's keep it 100. Let's say I, you know, put some hands on him, put some chingazos on him, and next thing you know it, she's over there fighting me. Because she's like, what are you doing to my man? At the end of the day, she's going to go home with him, not with me. So if I knock him out and she's over here trying to fight me, then I'm in the middle of this situation that like, it's a lose-lose situation. So I understand why there's a lot of men that say, don't get involved in that. This is not your business. It's not your problem. Because if let's say you do get involved and let's say you knock this dude out and she's still like, I love him and I want to be with him and all this kind of stuff. And it's like, what did I get myself involved in? So it's a very, very sensitive subject. But what I would say this, man, fellas, ladies, if y'all in a toxic relationship, you know it's toxic. You know it's not going to go anywhere. It's not going to make you feel better. It's not going to make you feel good as a person. And it's not going to put any kind of light, any positivity in your life. It's time to let it go. Let it go. It ain't gonna be easy because once you get accustomed to being with somebody like that, it's like this is normal. But nowhere down the line is it's normal for you to be hitting your significant other or vice versa, your significant other hitting you. That's not the way we're gonna get the point across. And it has to start with you looking at yourself in the mirror and saying, is this what I really want for me? Is this the kind of relationship I want to be in? 6ix9ine and Yailin, y'all gotta look at each other and say, is this what we really want? It's entertainment to the world, but it's toxic, it's dangerous, it's not healthy for both of y'all. Who wants to live a life like that? And I don't know 6ix9ine like that personally, but with everything that he puts out, ain't no telling what he's doing it for, because I'm always surprised that it's not even him with the camera phone. Somebody else is recording this. Like who does that? I get it. You know, you want to have evidence if something does happen, but this is like too scripted. But who knows, man? I just hope that they find peace with each other and away from each other and move on with their lives. Toxic relationships like that are not healthy. They're not good for you. And look, I don't promote that to nobody, man. Domestic violence is not what that is, man. I don't care who you are. But let me know what y'all think. Drop a comment. I want to hear y'all relationship status. Have you ever been in a toxic relationship? But do me a favor, subscribe to the channel. Si te gusta lo que mira, press like. Share this video on your social media platforms. Drop a comment in the comment section. I'm always interacting with mi gente, tú sabes. Hit the notification bell to get notified. Visit the website r2drec.com. And always remember, have peace in your heart, have faith, and never give up. All right, one. What's good? What's good? Hey, this is Steko. Hey, somewhere on here, there's a link to my music page. Y'all go check out the music. We got video, visuals, we got audio. Trust me, we got some dope music. When you get a chance, subscribe to that channel as well. The music is on there. Hey, let's keep this rolling, man. Y'all know what it is, man. This is Steko. All right, one.